Hi, everybody, and welcome into the latest edition of Saints Live here at GoLimestoneSaints.com. I'm Fabian Fuentes. Good show for you today. We're going to talk with Limestone women's soccer coach Matt Smith about the Saints' 2015 women's soccer recruiting class. We'll also find out what's going on with the women's soccer team during the quote-unquote off-season, if you will. More news and notes on the Limestone Athletics program. As always, while you're here at GoLimestoneSaints.com, you can also navigate through the site, complete schedules, player rosters with bios, and the latest in-game stories. That and much more. We invite you to stay tuned. The latest edition of Saints Live will continue with Coach Matt Smith after this. Welcome back, everyone. As Saints Live, an inside look at Limestone Athletics continues. Well, Wednesday was National Signing Day, and I know there's a lot of hoopla when it comes to other sports out there and all their signees, but other coaches are hard at work, and that includes on the soccer side of things. And on the women's front, and the gentleman sitting up here with me right now is Matt Smith, the head coach of the women's program here at Limestone. And Coach, thanks for taking time to join us today.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
The question I've got for you, busier at this time of year or during the course of the season, or pretty much both?
It never stops. Obviously, during the season, we're dealing with a lot more work hours on the field. But in the springtime, it's a lot of office work and a lot of recruiting, hitting the road, and trying to get kids to sign. And the culmination of it was yesterday, and we're happy with what we got.
You go around the country. You build up contacts. How many years have you been the head coach at the Rock now?
This was my 5th season.
And you're coming off a very successful campaign. Let's talk a little bit about what took place in 14.
We had our highest ever finish. We finished alone in 2nd place in the regular season. And am I off? Okay. We were very happy with it. We ended up 10-4-3. Just missed out on winning the regular season title to Converse. But, we have a great group of returning players, and, we're looking to kind of kick on and move on.
The success, obviously, that you have on the pitch translates into success when it comes to recruiting, because everybody wants to come to a program that's successful.
Absolutely. It's a lot easier to recruit, or harder, if you want to say, just because you have more players that are interested in your program. And so, when you have the success that we've had. Part of what you're doing.
Matt Smith, the head coach of the Limestone women's soccer program, is our guest during this segment of Saints Live. And, of course, the success on the pitch, but also with the new facilities, the new field, and the new locker rooms, obviously a plus as well.
Yeah, it's really been great. It's been a huge recruiting tool for us. We've been talking about it for years, and now to actually be able to touch the lockers and to walk into the locker room and really bring our recruits in there it's been great, especially just for the game day experience.
Before we talk about the recruits, what's going on at this time of year? There used to be an off season. There still is, but not to the extent that folks such as myself enjoyed when we were playing college soccer. But what's going on with the team at this time of year?
Well, right now we're in our 8-hour work week. So basically, all we can do is do individuals, 1 hour of individuals, 1 hour of team practice a week. Is all you can do. You have 2 hours to work with the ball. So right now we're doing a lot of conditioning, a lot of stuff in the weight room with Coach Edwards, and really trying to get after it and just get better, bigger, faster, stronger.
And these are things that you're doing right now. Are those tough to kind of do once the season gets here?
It is. There's a lot of things that you have to deal with just in terms of the season, in terms of just maintenance work on the body, injury prevention, stuff like that. It's hard to really get individual work done as well. As we talk about with the girls, is that the fall is about us as a team. The spring is about you as an individual. It's more about improving your game on and off the field.
Coach, one of the things I wanted to ask you about is you've done a great job with tying in with the local community with the soccer program here at Limestone. Let's talk about the partnership with the Cherokee County Recreational Soccer League.
Well, we're really excited about this. This is something that Marcus and the guys have come to us, me and Coach Alsop, and really wanted us to be involved with the youth soccer around here. And so what we're doing is we're going to have a partnership where we send our girls out, and they're actually volunteer coaches for the teams in Cherokee County, to be able to give good instruction and to be role models for the kids.
Coach, stay with us. Want to talk with you about the recruiting class and also get some thoughts on what will take place in the spring, and also maybe a slight peekaboo at that 2015 schedule. You got some time to stay with us?
Absolutely.
All right, that's the head coach of the Limestone women's soccer program, Matt Smith. We invite you to stay tuned. Saints Live will continue after this on the Saints Sports Network. Saints Live continues from the Stevenson Dining Hall on the Limestone campus. I'm Fabian Fuentes. We're talking women's soccer today with Matt Smith, who's been kind enough to stop by and join us. I know you don't have enough time to talk about all the members of your recruiting class. You were telling me a few minutes ago, the numbers are in the high 30s right now if you had returning players and whatnot. But how about some of the key members of this year's recruiting class, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you, we're really, really happy with this recruiting class. And, we're not done yet. There's still a couple out there that we're trying to get. But with the 9 that we signed yesterday, we're extremely happy. Not only are they great players, but they're great people, great students, and they're just the kind of people that we want in our program. But, stay close to home. Alex Mathis from Cowpens, just down the road, is going to be a very, very important player for us. She will probably actually break the high school scoring record this year pretty early on, if I had to guess. And she's going to play on the wing for us, and she's a very good player, also a great track runner. Other players like Allie Bowles from Augusta, Georgia are going to be great additions. And then we also have three players from the UK that have joined us. Holly Rockcliffe from Preston, England, and Millie Shaw from Halifax. And we also have a Welsh girl coming from Georgia John from Pontyclun. So we're really excited with the class.
Coach, let's see, last I checked, 3 times 3 equals 9. You said 9 earlier, and it's kind of interesting. You have 3 sets of sisters?
We will.
3 each?
No. We will have 3 pairs of sisters.
3 pairs of sisters.
3 pairs of sisters on the roster next year. Right now we have 2. We have the twins who are sitting right in front of us here, the girls from Indian Land. And then Mary Beth and Angela Hervik from Myrtle Beach are also here. So, yeah, it's becoming kind of a little bit more, even more a physical family as compared to just a metaphorical one.
Oh, that's fantastic. And let's talk about, we're in the early stages of February, but let's maybe talk about what you and your team do come springtime.
Well, we're working out. We're gonna train a good bit. Come February 23rd is when we start actual spring practice. We have some big games. We're playing a couple of Division I teams this spring, which will be a great challenge for us. And just with the numbers that we have, it's going to be great to get these kids a lot of time because that's what they need. In the fall, it's tough to get 33 people on the field in one game, so it's going to be great to really be able to get everybody minutes and get everybody a chance to prove themselves.
Coach, outside of Conference Carolinas, the success that you have had on the pitch, how has that translated into your non-conference schedule? Is it easy to find non-conference foes now that you're, where you've got the program at, or is it pretty much 50-50?
It's easier to find people in general that want to play you because it really bumps up their strength of schedule. But then it's also harder to get people that maybe are lower down in their respective conferences to be able to play you because they know it's going to be a tough game and they know they've got to go looking for wins. Mm-hmm. And we're not that. And they know that. And so in that way, it's a little bit more difficult. But you do get more emails about wanting to play against some of the better teams because they know that you're a good team and they know that that'll bump up their strength of schedule.
Yeah, so many times it comes down to strength of schedule, RPI rank, and whatnot. And, it used to be years ago that, quite frankly, Limestone Soccer got scheduled because it was a W for the other team, and now the roles are kind of reversed.
Yeah, and it's a great position to be in. We're just going from strength to strength with everybody that we're bringing in. Just the camaraderie and the chemistry that we have on this team is really just going to take us forward. And our goal is to be one of the elite programs, not only in the conference but in the region. And if you're that, we're in one of the toughest regions in the country. If you're one of the elite teams in our region, then you're going to have a chance nationally.
Coach, for those that are listening today, of course, we have many that will be watching the video, but those that are listening today on radio, if someone wants more information on the Limestone Women's Soccer Program and would like to get in contact with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, go to our website on GoLimestoneStates.com and fill out our athlete questionnaire. That'll be the easiest way for us to get your name on our desk. From there, we'll get in touch with you, and we can kind of move on to find a time to come watch you play.
And I know that the folks on radio can't see this right now, but what is this that I've actually got draped around me? I've never had an opportunity to wear one of these Limestone Saint soccer scarves.
It is. It's a scarf, but I will say it's not just Limestone Soccer. It does say just says Limestone Saints on it. So any sport is more than welcome to sport it, and that's something we got a couple years ago. It's kind of a fundraiser. We've still got a lot in the office, so if anybody wants one, they're $15, and they can come up to the soccer office to get one anytime.
Hey, sounds good. Coach, thanks for taking time to join us here today.
Hey, thank you, Fabian.
All right, Limestone women's soccer coach Matt Smith, our guest on the latest segment of Saints Live. Invite you to stay tuned. We're coming back to bring the curtain down on this week's show after this timeout on the Saints Sports Network. Well, we thank you for stopping by GoLimestoneSaints.com to view the latest edition of Saints Live, an inside look at Limestone athletics each and every Thursday from 12 to 12:30 from here in the Stevenson Dining Hall. I'm Fabian Fuentes. We'll see you again on a future show.